That's also a good question. Going, this has been something I've been thinking of the past couple of days. Why would most of my dogs, not all of them, a lot of my dogs are real souls, real aspects of consciousness. Why would they want to be a dog? Is it because they're just out of the all? They're like wave 7,432,000 instead of wave one? Because to me, when I observed my lives, I went slowly into avatar body. I started out being big, close to the all, not rushing into a dog body. So why would a consciousness, I mean, do you have any thoughts on that? Why would, I mean, when I ask them, I can't really handle some of the answers, so I stop talking to them because it's so sweet. And, and some of it's not sweet. Some of them are like, we didn't know what else to be. Like, it's like really weird answers.
Yeah.
So do you think some of the souls in animals, let's just talk about domestic animals, cats, dogs, gerbils, I don't know. I don't know if gerbils have souls. I assume there are some, but why would they pick like a cat or dog? Do you see what I'm asking? Or a tree or a plant? Like why would they want to be that? Knowing that there's a lot of risk. I'm not saying, I guess there's risk for all of us. I mean, we're not that much different than animals really in this game, but it's even riskier. You know what I'm saying? Like a horse, horses are so abused, like dogs are so abused, cats are so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
What do you
would
think
go
about?
with, let's say, there's consciousness that previously, before coming here on Earth, chose to play as a race called Tohan, Tohan, and they don't really have a body. It's more like they're looking like a sphere, an energy ball. It's pure consciousness,
Or
and all they do, yeah, an orb. But they're gonna gather in a cluster. They will have different colors depending on what they choose. Like, let's say, like specifically love and passion,
okay.
and they're gonna have, like, let's say, more of a pinkish color. Others will be like, oh well, creation and manifestation and other kind of things. They will have a different color. When they gather one cluster with like amplified emotions, they just create this massive energy that are gonna charge or put into someone, and they will try to help someone manifest the wanted result. So they're literally looking like, how can we as a group come together and empower someone? And then there's a person sitting on Earth getting this inspiration. So let's say we pick this kind of concept of consciousness, chose to play as, passionate being, just sharing energy, comes on Earth, wants to be with you. If it gets the body of a human being, what are the chances of that human being finding you, getting to you? When it gets to you, will you hug that being and all the things?
Oh.
If it chooses to play as a dog, cute little cuddly puppy, and you go into, oh my god, and
Right.
all the being wants is passion and love. So all of a sudden you're gonna have an aspect that you're gonna pick in your arms and kiss all over and pet and like cuddle and snuggle and
Oh,
give
wait.
completely that.
It's about the bean. It's about what the bean wants, not what I
Yes,
want.
exactly.
God, we're so egocentric, aren't we? I'm like, oh, wait a minute. The bee might have a. Oh my God, that's hilarious. It's half our problem with perspective, isn't it? We need to
Yes,
take that other perspective. Oh, so you're saying, oh, it's like my dogs or my clusters. So you're saying that it could be an ancient soul. It could, for whatever reason, or it could be a middle-aged
absolutely,
soul, or it could be a young soul,
absolutely.
or it could be this Dohan cluster that's like, I want my needs met, so I'm gonna like be in a house where I get to lay around all day and
Yeah.
get fed and cuddled and kissed on. And you should see my one dog, she's on her back. I don't know, you can't see her, but right, so they're gonna come into that body because they want what you get being in that body. So
Absolutely.
but couldn't a Dohan then, let's say if they want sex, couldn't they go for a human body because they have a better chance of getting sex? I'm not.
Absolutely. And they will do that. They will do that.
Well,
Yeah.
so Dohan isn't necessarily one
No, just
part
like
of
us, we can choose to
all.
have so many wants and needs and realities and everything else. Tohan, it's like playing a character that will have a
Opposite.
specific emotion that will amplify and help someone else. It's just a role we play. A consciousness that will have a specific emotion, feeling state, and will give it to someone else.
But you're saying it's like a group of consciousness. It's almost the opposite of what we are, where we're one conscious split into. individual massive points of view, you're saying this is kind of like points of view coming together in a group.
Yeah, more like, let's say, trillions. Like, think of water. You have one water drop. Okay,
Okay.
it's nothing. It just dries up. But
One
it's
water.
a Tohan with, like, let's say, oh, it's happiness. But
Okay.
when hundreds of these gather up, now we have a little spill on a table. When there's thousands or millions, now we have a puddle or a lake. So when they're coming together in a cluster with a specific emotion and feeling state, they will give it to someone else to empower someone if they choose to, or just creating a reality with that emotion.
So wait, it's the same emotion. And wouldn't it be like a group of like anger and like bitterness and joy and passion? It would be joy, or it'd be love, or it'd be like in one theme.
Yeah, one theme.
Okay. Interesting. So is that so that would be a distinctive different frequency, whether a being was like first wave or 700th wave versus like a group? Wouldn't it be a completely
Yeah,
different frequency?
it would, but at the same time, it's more like you just need to zoom out. Like
Uh,
those beings might have played as individual aspects, and that was their primary thing. And they
yeah.
were like, okay, I'm bored of that. I want to play in a group, like hive minds. They choose to
Okay.
do
Want to
something
play in a
differently.
group. Oh, so they can play as individual aspects.
Yes.
Um, do do they usually not possess human avatars, or do they do whatever they want? Do they possess trees? Do they possess houses? Do they possess like eat like other races? Like, do they do whatever they want?
I wouldn't say possession. It's more like beings gather in clusters looking for ways they can help someone or like altering realities. So let's say if you're sitting here wanting some inspiration, like I want to write a book, but I don't know what, and you don't
Okay.
know the story. These
Yeah.
beings will find a specific person, like, oh, someone wants inspiration for a story. Let's go. Who wants to help
Oh,
on this project? And there's going to be hundreds of thousands carrying one specific cluster to help you specifically with one story.
wow. So can you you know how you can ask your soul family, or like, this is really stupid, but I couldn't upload a TikTok video yesterday. I
Mm-hmm.
was being blocked by, I could feel the tag, if that makes sense. I could just
Yeah.
feel it blocking it. Because most people can upload a TikTok video in like 30 seconds. It takes me like 3 hours. And this wasn't even uploading after 3 hours. So I asked someone in my future that is on my ship, Cetacean, and I said, hey, could you help me upload this? As soon as I did, it was uploaded. So again, it goes back to the, in my opinion, mostly untrue Bible, where it says you have not because you ask not, but there is some
Yeah.
principles of that. So could I ask? So let's say I'm working on my book this afternoon. Could I ask a Tohan group, or ask for them, just like you ask a soul family? Could I ask for help?
Yeah, and this is like really good because specifically with Tohans, it's not that they're necessarily gonna gather in a group and like, okay, destruction, let's destroy our world. Like,
Oh,
not
right.
necessarily, but they're like they are beings who want to help. So you can like connect to a group and like, yeah, please, like help me write a book. I want inspiration, but try to be specific so that they could like inspiration.
Oh,
So are you gonna get ideas? Will there be specific wordings?
oh,
Like let's say when you're asking like, okay, my soul family helped me like upload this TikTok video, so you know specifically who you're talking to, and they know
oh,
how to help you. With Tohans, they will enhance everything you have, like
enhance.
amplify, enhance, give more of what you already have. So it's kind of like, okay, I
Oh,
need Tohans to help me tap into my creative powers and specifically focus on this one thing, and like make me motivated, willful, disciplined, whatever you kind of want. You can just name it however you want, but you go with like a specific goal. You just say the words in your
right.
mind or out loud, whichever way, but they're gonna help
Is it like having a genie in a lamp?
pretty much. Like the whole race has a purpose of helping. Like what kind of
Uh,
interest
okay,
do
okay,
someone else
okay. It's a
has, and what can we
helping
do
race.
about it? Yeah.
It's a helping race. It's
Yeah.
beings that have decided to be part of this race with the intention to help. So you're saying
Yes.
they wouldn't necessarily be destructive, which you already pointed out. Would they? But let's say I'm playing the role in the game of someone evil. Let's say I'm um using directed energy weapons to burn down Hawaii. I couldn't necessarily ask. They wouldn't help me do that, you're saying.
No, no.
Because that's not their choice to be as a race, is to play
Yes.
a dark role.
Yeah.
We have
That
plenty
would
of races
we
to
could
talk
find
to about
another
that.
race that would have those intentions, but Tohans are specifically more into, okay, conscious beings with certain interests. How can we help them out? It's like, like helping out the good side. Like trying not to hurt someone in those kinds of ways. So yeah,
Oh, that's
these guys will be
nice.
helpful.
Why did I never know about these guys? This is a good conversation. I'm gonna have to put this to the test.